It is an absolutely beautiful day in Pennsylvania today. 60 degrees, and I'm being super quiet because there's literally nobody at this campground right now. As you guys can see, it is empty. There's a couple campers way back there in the distance. So I'm just trying to keep it down so I don't disturb anybody. I figured today we'll give you a little bit of a van tour. I've done a lot of updates since my previous videos and stuff like that. We'll check it out. Let's do it. Let's just go all the way around. This is the van. Obviously I'm a gamer, so I like to have all my PC gaming accessible to me at all times. This is my kitchen area that I built. This is the sink. I made another video on building that, and my bed up there. Also got some lights up there and stuff. You guys can kind of see I put a new carpet in. It's an old drum carpet. Let's go through everything and check out the entire setup. First is I have some walkie-talkies. This is kind of just like a holder of like random quick access things for camping. I got a light in here. I got a room for my security cameras, which I'll show you guys later. There's some walkie-talkies and just a few other little things in the back of that seat. And there is the front. That's what a front of a Ford Transit van looks like, in case you ever wondered. For the side screen, I have these screens that go all the way over the windows. So these are really nice because you can get a lot of airflow. Also, I have these little inserts as well up here. So this goes into the little channel where your window closes, and the window can close up on this. So if you want a little bit of air coming in, you could use that. I'll probably use that tonight. That's why I got it set up. The more airflow, the better. On this side, now basically what this is the same kind of window insert from before. It's got like the little screens. This is actually something my girlfriend Lauren made. There's a power port. This is for plugging into shore power. It also has two grommets here where I can run other lines through. So right now I have Starlink hooked up and magnetized to my roof. And then this is also, I have a second one just in case I need to for the like solar power or whatever. I can run my solar connection to the solar panels outside as well to the power station. So that takes care of all of the, pass-through ports that I need. And I like that better because I don't have to drill through the van. Always have one of these too for when you need to sweep out the van. It gets, every time you step in, you're tracking in leaves. A little magnet there. I use this sheet to, if I need to quickly, make it dark in here or need privacy or whatever, or just want to block out the sun. I can quickly do that with this curtain. This is just a cheap curtain rod and a cheap curtain as well, just cut to the length. I don't even think I need to cut that actually. I think it just worked out. Here is the beating heart of it all. This is the power station. This is the Anker C2000 Gen 2. I just traded in my old one, which was a F2000. It stores 4 kilowatt hours of power. You could game for like 12 straight hours on it. It won't die. And I power this, I charge this with many different ways. You could use shore power, which is what I'll probably be doing tonight. You can use inverter power, which you could do while you're driving. That'll charge it at a rate of like 800 to 1,000 watts. You can set it to whatever you want, basically. There's also solar panels in the back, which I could charge it with. And also, this is actually 2 batteries in one. So I have this expansion pack. Each one of these is 2 kilowatt hours, and it's connected by this big rope. The last one I had, the F2000 had this horrible design flaw where this was in the back and it was a lot beefier, so I couldn't really fit it in here with an expansion battery. So the Gen 2, they took care of that. So the things that I have plugged into it now are my Blink security system. I have my Starlink. I also use T-Mobile mobile internet as well in here, but there is no signal out here today. So there's that. And then that also powers the TV, gaming PC, fridge, the fan up there, and also I have a little extra power port down in here, which I use to, plug in phones and other devices that I need back in the bed area. This is my gaming desk. I have the chair kind of bungeed in there so it doesn't fly around while driving. It's a nice little comfortable gaming chair, as well as the desk, the PC, and the TV hooked up to that as well. I'm currently downloading GTA 5 just to have something to play tonight with some buddies. And then moving to the left, I have my fridge. I packed some stuff in there right for tonight, some lunch meats and just simple stuff. I'm just staying one night. This thing is really nice. I did not cheap out on the fridge because I've had cheap coolers in the past. This one just keeps it always the perfect temperature. Don't even have to worry about it. You just plug it in, it's fine. Super quiet. Only uses like 60 watts while it's running. Down below that is part of this structure that I built here, this gaming desk structure. I also have a storage. This is where I store the portable toilet, as well as some other little things. Oh, I forgot. I just got these. These are actually boat fans. So like, or they call them cruise fans. That's probably why there's like a little sail on there. These magnet to like anything. So I can put these anywhere I want in the van and they will just stay there, no problem. They last like 40 hours on low. So I have 2 of these, one in each corner here. And this just keeps the air flowing, feels great in here. Those in combination with the ventilation, which I showed you, as well as the Max Air fan, are absolutely crucial to keeping it A, comfortable, and B, condensation out. So you guys probably know a big problem obviously with sleeping in a vehicle or staying in a vehicle, especially with more than one person, is condensation. It will make it super wet in here, and if it stays long enough, you can get mold and stuff. So having airflow is absolutely vital. All the airflow gets pushed from the front to the back and gets sucked out the Max Air fan. So there's never just stale, moist air in here, unless it's like 100% humidity outside. As you can see, we've got sunlight. It's 60 degrees out right now, and it is a cool 64.6 with 31% humidity in here. So even with the sun and everything. So, and I also have sunshades for the front window, but I didn't feel like hooking them up. They're just not necessary right now. Moving on to the bed. So I built this bed. It is basically 2 pieces with a white piece of cardboard in the middle just to hide all the junk that's under it. And it's just a wood structure, simple wood structure bed. I also have like a little pillar I built in here that can lift up so I can access stuff down there under the bed. And yeah, that is a mattress that is custom fit to my bed size. I built the structure first, then I measured everything and ordered a custom mattress. And it is like a gel foam, memory foam mattress, super comfortable. I know some people don't like memory foam, but man, is it comfy. And a couple pillows as well. This is a heated like shawl, I guess. It's basically the same thing as my blanket. It's the same material and everything, but it has a battery in it that you can turn on. Let me see if I can find, there it is. You just hold this and this will turn on, and then this thing will heat up. It's basically a heated blanket, and that'll last, depending on the temperature, that'll last for a while. So one thing about camping in general, it's easier and more efficient to heat yourself. So if you use something like a heated blanket or I also have a thermal sleeping bag, both of those things are more than enough to keep me warm in here, even when it's sub-freezing temperatures. But I also have, like, you know, for days I'm plugged in, like today I could use a space heater, which I probably will tonight because it's going down like 40. But when you're not plugged in and you want to save power, something like that, like a heated blanket or a sleeping bag that's rated for below 0 temperatures, is fantastic. I also put these lights in. These are just rope lights from Govee, I think, and they are awesome. They can be controlled individually with any type of light pattern you want. There is the sink, and the sink is absolutely this is probably my crowning achievement of this van. I built this sink. I used IKEA countertop. I bought this from Home Depot. It's just the shell, and then I cut this hole, put in the sink, plumbed it all up. What it does is it sucks water from underneath here. So if you open it up, I got 2 tanks. The one back there is a freshwater tank, the blue one, and this one in front is the gray water tank, and that's all plumbed up. So what happens is it sucks through a tube up to this pump. So this pump, you just tap that and it does that. So you got running water, got to have bananas as well. So that is the sink. I also store my food and like cooking utensils and plates and things. So the plates and stuff are at the bottom. The food is stored in here. So that is all self-contained kitchen, basically. A remote and some places I've been with all the little stickers. Paper towels. This is just a magnet paper towel holder that magnets to the van. I love the magnets. I use magnets for like everything, even to hold up my lights and everything. So, oh yeah, I got some reading lights up here. So you always have light in the bed. All right, so for the TV, this actually is on a mount, like kind of a desk mount thing. I got like, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff, but this is basically a mount, like an arm mount that's mounted to the desk, and it holds up the TV. And then the TV swivels out like that, so I can watch TV in the bed. And you can put that in pretty much any position that you want to. So I also have a Blink security system. This is probably not necessary today, but I did hook it up because I wanted to show you. If there's anyone that walks near my van, it alerts my phone, and then I can just, check it out. So that shows, what's going on outside the van at all time. I got 3 of those, so that pretty much covers like every angle around the van, at least every angle with an entrance. What's nice about these is I actually put magnets, like little stick-on magnets on the mounts, so they're not permanent. So when I leave, I can just take those down. These lights on the top, in the back, those are real nice for being able to see where you're backing into if you're coming in at night or whatever. So back here under the bed, you guys can get a better idea of how I built this. This is where all the storage is. So I've got storage sorted out. I've got like coffee maker, toaster, cleaning supplies, electrical, and camping supplies all in 4 different bins. Those are my wind or sun deflectors, sleeping bags, chairs, Starlink. This is like roadside stuff, emergency. These are my solar panels in case I want to charge with solar, and an air conditioner and a heater back there. So you can't really see those, but I was super lucky to get an air conditioner. I got this one that was like discontinued. It only uses like 200 watts while it's running. So to have an air conditioner that only uses 200 watts, that's insane. So super happy about that. Why am I all out of breath? Anyways, I got this these solar panels. I also have a fire extinguisher mounted to the bed and a first aid kit and fire blanket back there. So try to be well prepared. I also keep my clothes in that bag as well. So, oh yeah, I got a picnic table too. It's like a roll-up picnic table and 2 chairs, and also a camping blanket also. So all prepared for if I ever feel like setting stuff up, which I usually don't. That is the latest update. I think my last video was the North Carolina video, and I didn't really go over any of the innards, even though I had most of this built. I didn't go over much, but even since then, a lot of stuff has changed anyway. So that's the latest as far as 2026 goes. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed checking out the build. I'm gonna eat and then play some video games, so I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and also tap that like. See you later, guys. A virtual avatar view and a real view.